everybody. I hope you're all doing great. Okay, so I haven't really formulated how this conversation is going to go down. So I'm going to talk to you about something. I'm going to start by talking to you about the process of awakening, okay? So waking up. I want to ask you guys a question. So if you have a spontaneous awakening, what do you think that would be like? Would that be awesome? Would that be challenging? Would that solve all your problems? Okay. So something that's been on my mind is an unrealistic viewpoint of what it is to become awakened. Because it's got to be practical. It can't be a fantasy. Me, as a developed psychic who reads energy patterns and travels the universe, I struggle with life just like everybody else. So is awakening solving all your problems, or is it introducing you to yourself? Yourself in a new way, with new experiences in life that will come with new challenges. If you are looking for a spontaneous awakening, why? Why are you looking for that? What do you think you're going to get out of that? What is beneath the surface of wanting that? Is it wanting to feel closer to God? We all want to feel closer to God. We all want to feel closer to heaven. We all want to feel closer to our star family. We all want to feel closer to ourself. Our love of all that we are, to even know thyself. And to be a real human is to be an awakened human, is to be able to see clearly the world, the auras, spirits, angels, to feel closer to love, right? Now, if you're attracted to awakening, you have to remember it is a process. It is a process. The reason why I'm bringing this up, and I'm so serious right now. It's like, why so serious, Abbey? This is serious stuff, man. Because it's important to give people an actual realistic viewpoint of the reality of being psychically awakened. And I'll be awakening my gifts more and more every single day. And just like somebody who's learning ballet is going to become a more and more profound dancer. Every year that goes by, they're going to fine-tune their skills. Somebody who's learning how to sing or to cook or to paint. You develop those skills. You don't just suddenly have all of this, now I'm a master walking the planet. You will always be in a place of self-discovery and development. Even awakened people, as awakened as one can be in this world, will have to work through life. So, what inspired this is a lot of thoughts. So I've been doing affirmations to open my chakras by just stating it and then owning that statement, because I don't have to question it. I don't have to think otherwise. I'm stating, my house is full of light. I'm making statements that create my reality, and I'm allowing whatever gets in the way of that statement to just reveal itself, to work through that and to let it go. Because I myself have so many attachments. I don't even have a clue how many attachments to even time, to perfectionism, to judgment, attachments to doubt, attachments to fear of loving myself. Like, I can't even conceive of how deep that goes. So I work through it every single day, and I'm really enjoying this affirmations experience because it's allowing me to just own the reality that I want to exist in, and then just let life happen, and then see what happens in life, and then work through what I see. I'm doing all kinds of this in all kinds of different ways. Imagine that maybe you have some difficult relationships, and you will never, ever, even after you're dead, ever forgive that person, okay? Or they don't deserve your time. They don't deserve your love because they've walked all over you, okay? to say, I forgive that person, and to mean it. And all the energy that feels like hate, that feels like that person is such a negative influence, is such a manipulative person, is such a whatever. You can live in the reality where there is forgiveness between your two souls, where there is love between your two souls, where your souls can communicate. You don't have to continue to incarnate into lifetimes where you're working through the same frictions over and over and over again, because that's not what you want. That's not what they want either. So to state these affirmations, that would be like saying impossible things like, I love this person. This person that did all kinds of terrible things to me. I love this person. Because deep down inside, their soul means so much to me, and that is the truth. So I'm speaking the truth. And I'm choosing to live in the reality where love exists, and there's friendship, and there's support, and there's forgiveness, and there is moving on. Because this is holding us into the past, right? That's true awakening. True awakening is emotional. True awakening is feeling really pissed off and not wanting to forgive, is not wanting to let go. True awakening is working through this stuff. It's every single day. Life isn't just, here you go, now all your problems are solved. It's like, here's solutions. Now give these solutions a try. How many times do we know, like even growing up, I remember when weight loss pills were coming out, and you hear about all the time, this one. And now here I am, much older. It's like, has any of these weight loss pills actually helped anybody, or is it just totally full of shit? Everybody wants a solution. Everybody wants a quick fix. Nobody wants to actually do the work. Why the heck would anybody want to do the work? Everything should just happen the way I need it to happen. It should just be easy. When you want it to be easy, that's when you're living in a fantasy. That's when you're not even living in reality. Practical reality is boring, it's hard, it's emotional, it feels like it's never going to get better sometimes. It's working with affirmations and feeling one way, speaking the affirmation to create the reality that you really want to exist in, and letting all that other stuff go. I'm letting go of judgment, I'm letting go of doubt, I'm letting go of all this other stuff. I mean, it's working through life. Techniques to work through life. All right, so in doing these affirmations, I've been practicing astral travel, okay? Although I haven't had any astral travel. I mean, I did have a very vivid dream, and I'm not a dreamer type. I don't even care if I dream or not. I don't even care if I astral travel or not, because I do so much. I'm so tuned into the spirit realm when I'm awake that like I need to just sleep, okay? Just let me just sleep, and I sleep pretty hard when I finally sleep. Like I sleep like a rock. I don't need dreams. I don't need the spirit realm talking to me in the middle of the night. Just leave me alone. We can talk in the morning, you know? But I've noticed that this statement, I astral travel, I'm astral traveling to beautiful places. I'm meeting amazing beings in the astral plane. I'm stating things like this, and I'm just seeing what happens. Well, I had a difficult experience last night. I fell asleep just fine, but then I woke up and I was having a very hard time breathing. This is really normal, okay? So as you psychically awaken, you will have experiences that won't even make sense. They aren't even computable to the human world. But I understand it because I work with energy so often that my challenges are not going to be the same as other people. I'm going to have challenges that are very different. So I was thinking about this today, how I would make a message to talk about this event from last night. So I woke up feeling really it was almost like I was shattered. And I was stuck into an echo. And it was making it very hard for me to breathe. And I had no idea why or what was going on. Was I astral traveling, or did I get stuck my soul get stuck somewhere? And I couldn't come to my awake enough to have a clue even how to help myself, or like what the heck was going on. So I called Joe, and Joe did a journey into me. And he saw in his view, okay, his psychic view, this seems to happen where he gets swallowed up by my bed, okay? just, I know it sounds really messed up, but on the energy side of things, like, it's a totally other world, okay? I don't know why this happens. That's why my house is full of light and my bed's like a really safe place to sleep. I don't know what it is about this townhome, but there's all kinds of weird energy here. Okay. So, and I was stuck between two vortexes. So two like tornadoes of energy. And one was pulling me up and one was pulling me down. And somehow I'd gotten swallowed up by a snake-like being. And that then spit me out. And then I was suffocating on all that. It being swallowed up was suffocating my soul, as my soul was being pulled in two different directions. So what the heck was that? That's not everyday people problems. That's a spiritually awakened person's problems that make no flipping sense. But because I have the tools, Joe has the tools, and we can work with the spirit realm, we can start working through complex soul challenges in our life. So the more awakened you get, you're going to have weird stuff like this happen. So I felt like I could breathe again. All the echoes went away, and I came back to myself, but I felt traumatized. So when I was trying to go back to sleep, I decided to just do a journey into myself, and I discovered that it was an aspect of me that had swallowed me up, and that was existing in another dimension that was extremely empty and lonely, and was suffering, like in great, great suffering, to the point that was feeling suffocated. And an event had happened where it was kind of sucked into this very small space where it couldn't get energetic air, okay? And the development of two universes started to pull this part of my soul and to shatter the soul and take it into two different universes. And I mean, I felt like I couldn't breathe. So, but this is an awakened person's problem, okay? This doesn't happen all the time, but this happens like enough that it's not that weird to me, okay? I have the tools and techniques to work through it. But one thing I discovered, because I was making pizza for lunch, okay? I was like, if I were to make a video for YouTube to tell people what, like, about that event last night, which I know a lot more about it. I mean, there's a lot of depth to it, a lot more to who I am, or some of the lessons my soul is going through in this life. And there's a lot of more depth to it that I feel comfortable sharing, okay? That I'm just going to keep it kind of on the lighter side. But how would I talk about this? And I thought, well, self-love. Let's say that everybody's lesson here is about self-love, okay? So maybe somebody who's living through like a 3D life, that's more just ingrained with just being the human routine, get up, go to work, get groceries, make dinner, watch some TV, go to bed. That is really ingrained into the human world. Even longing to have more of a connection with the spirit realm and praying, that's like still ingrained in the human world, but it's a bit of a step up because you're working with your soul energy. Now understanding that the human world is the spirit realm, and now you're starting to empathically feel things, you're starting to tap into your chakras, you're doing energetic healing for yourself. That's a step up, okay? So this is all self-love. This is all like a staircase of self-love. So you could be a human person, say, I'm going to do something for myself. I'm going to go get a massage. Even if I don't really have the money for it, I need to do something to tell me that I love me. So that's on the, like, more of a 3D lessons in self-love, okay? But as you get up there, I'm starting to discover that I have different realities that I'm going through. Some of the realities are going to be based on my conscious perceptions of things. I'm choosing affirmations that say I'm happy because I am happy. I actually feel great. So what the hell was that? How did that happen? What triggered that in the first place? Is it the affirmations and this is stuff that just needed to be acknowledged, just needed to be looked at? So this was a part of me that was suffocated, was not receiving self-love. But it was so deep and so disconnected. How in the world was I ever even to know about that? To even reach that part of myself? And so now I'm having a complex experience as an awakened human being in order to access more parts of my deep soul in order to continue to learn these lessons on a complex level. The lessons don't go away. They just become more complicated. But you have the tools you need to work through it, just as you have the tools you need to work through it at every dimensional level of self-awareness, okay, and self-perception. So I just wanted to say that because as I was thinking about how I'd make this video and talk about this subject, I was thinking about how people want an awakening. And in a way, it's almost like they think that if they could just open their third eye, all their problems are going to go away. That's just the beginning of new experiences, a new path. I mean, I have gone through psychic attack nightmares. I have become a master in love because I learned the power of love is what heals literally everything. It heals ego, it heals evil alien beings, it heals demonic spirits, it heals hell, it heals the human race, it heals everything. Love heals everything. What kind of love? Love that, oh, I bow before you because I'm obsessed with you. That's not love. It's unconditional love. It's seeing into the depths of the truth. That beneath the surface, everybody is this incredible, beautiful soul that has so much to offer. That is the truth. That's why affirmations are so valuable, because they align us with the truth and the reality that we are choosing to exist in, which is the true reality. Because who wants to be sad? So why are we saying I'm sad? We want to be happy. If we feel sad, we just say I'm happy. And now we let our reality take us there. We let the affirmation affirm the reality we're choosing and now become that reality. And anything else that comes up, any weird experiences that come up along the way, it's teaching us about ourselves. It's part of the purification process, the release of doubt, the release of judgment, the release of self-persecution, the release of other lifetimes, the release of deep aspects of your soul that you had no idea that you were going through that stuff. As you become more and more awakened, more and more able to see. And it's something you have to work through every single day, just like anything else. It's called life. Okay, I'm just going to pause for a minute and see if there's anything else I wanted to say about that. I think that's it. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this message. Why so serious? Why so serious? So we can be not serious now. We can like chill out and like be whatever. Anyway, thank you again for watching. If any of you are interested in exploring a psychic session with me, please visit me at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. You can also find me on Patreon at Abbey Normals Wisdom Quest. And I have 2 other YouTube channels. One is Abbey Psychic Services, and the other is Zodiac Energy Readings. All right, have a great day, everybody.